And over on BBC One in half an hour, you can catch up with the latest goings-on down under in Ramsay Street as infidelity, intrigue and kidnap feature in today's episode of Nigebauers.
All my life, I searched for utopia until it dawned on me to create it myself. Welcome to Utopia.
Life could be a dream if I could take you up in paradise up above. If you would tell me I'm the only one that you love, life could be a dream, sweetheart. Hello, hello again. Shaboom, and hope we'll meet again. Oh, life could be a dream if only all my precious plans would come true. If you would let me spend my whole life loving you, life could be a dream, sweetheart.
Baked beans on toast. That's a very good name for a food item because it actually includes the recipe in the name.
Excuse me, I'm just getting a few people's opinions about football, and you look like a fanatic.
Well, I like football, but I ain't a fanatic, you know what I mean?
Yes, you are.
No, I ain't.
Bloody is.
I go to all the games, of course I do. Home and away, and as many reserve games as I can.
Right, what about you? What do you think about all that?
I bloody hate football.
No, you don't. You love it.
Bloody hate you and all.
He's just saying that.
I bloody ain't.
Well, if you hate it so much, then why'd you go every week?
I don't know, I must be mad.
You are mad.
Well, I'm in good company then, ain't I?
Well, if you hate football and you hate him, why'd you stay with him?
I'm stuck with him, ain't I?
She's stuck with me, ain't she?
Shut up, you!
Well, excuse me for breathing.
Well, wouldn't you like to do something else for a while?
Something else? What do you mean, something else?
Well, something that's got nothing to do with football.
Come on, Chrissy, we gotta go. We'll miss the kick-off.
I ain't going.
You bloody are.
I bloody ain't.
Well, sod you then. I'll go without you.
Wait for me!
I happen to know that the light at the end of the tunnel usually turns out to be the only working light of a garbage truck.
Hollers, dollars, dingers, dollars. Hollers, dollars, dingers, dollars. Laka partitititi. Karya parya push push. Boom boom in the room. Ha. Ooh. Iki hiki ha ha.
Mr. President, excuse me. Mr. President, could you sign this peace treaty with the Philippines?
Sure thing, no problem. Roger, Wilco. Hickledy-dickledy ding-ding-do. I got a party on whoa.
Look, it was crowded. I had to make a decision. So I said, sod it. Leave the dinosaurs.
Well, thank you very much, gentlemen, for giving up your exercise and slopping out time. The title of the talk is Aggression Alternatives, Sublimation and Role Play, ? So, you know, could be very interesting. So let's please join me in welcoming Buller. Thank you.
I'm here today to talk to you about changing your life in the same way I've changed my life. You all know I used to be very, very spiteful, but now I'm just a little bit naughty. Let me start off by telling you a story. Quite a few years ago, I've been on a bit of work over South London. We just went and had a security van, about 700 grand it was. It was only drinking money at the time. I was walking over Tower Bridge, covered in claret from head to foot, just my eyes on show. Coming the other way was Ted the Hands and Fred the Fly. All of a sudden, Ted the Hands went, "Buller, haven't got the time, have you?" I said, "Yes, time you got some manners." And I grabbed Ted the Hands and I slung him over Tower Bridge. He hit a pleasure boat. Died 3 days later of a shock. Fred the Fly run screaming to old Bill, come it on me, grasped me right up. A little while ago, if I was in the same room with Fred the Fly, I would have killed him stone dead. I would have ripped his head right off his shoulders. I know you're there, Fred. Buller knows you're there.
Buller?
Excuse me. I'm not going to hurt you, Fred.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hurt you. Because Buller's changed.
Yeah.
I found Bullerhood.
Yeah.
Come to me, Fred. Come to Buller. Let me tell you something. Yeah. I love you like a brother. Yeah. I won't hurt you even though you grass me. Yeah. You little fucking grass. Yeah.
This one of my labias is actually slightly longer than the other.
Good evening, King Juan Carlos of Spain.
Oh, good morning, madam. How can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a perfume for my niece Jessica.
Do you have any particular one in mind?
Well, obviously I tend to go for the more traditional fragrances, such as the liquor chicken under ice and make me feel Irish, Chanel, Estee Lauder.
Sorry?
But I was wondering if you could recommend something slightly more upbeat.
Right, well, the Calvin Klein fragrances, such as,
I rather like the look of this one here, and a murderation toward the Babylon nation.
Sorry, madam?
Me say murderation toward the blood clot nation. Me no want no white tanky oppression. Me no want no white tanky material thing. So how much is this one?
$34.99.
Marvellous. If you could just wrap it up, ding your bath in a rubber duck style nicely for me and put it on my account.
I went up to a mad professor the other day, and I said, yourself.
I was sitting in my huge black settee thinking about the dark arts and how marvellous it would be to be a skeleton, when the air I was sitting in was suddenly filled with a great, thick, terrifying scream. So full and viscous was the scream that I could hardly breathe. But it didn't stop like a normal scream would. Gallons of screaming was pouring into my room through all the holes in it. My lungs were filling with great, thick, gloopy spoonfuls of scream. I was more depressed than I had ever been, and filled with a mad trance, I decided there was only one escape. I was never seen again.
Do you ever wear your heart on your sleeve?
Dr. Green, please can you find this discharge form for Roger Kingston in bed 3. He's leaving today.
Make sure he doesn't forget to take those tablets home with him.
I won't, thank you, Doctor.
Oh, Doctor, I'm glad I caught up with you. I'm still suffering extreme pains in my ear.
Do you still have that ringing sound?
Yes, Doctor.
Let's take a look. Oh, yes, it's an ear infection. Try a mild dose of antibiotics. Take 2 a day till the course runs out and avoid any alcohol. Now get back to me if there's no change.
Thank you, Doctor.
Scalpel. Lovely. Suction. She's bleeding. Swab that. Oh, lovely, lovely. Stitch her up. Good job, team. You'd better get her back. So, any questions? No? Good. Well, that concludes our business for this afternoon. I'll see you all the same time next week. Good day.
Now, Mr. President, as you know, the press conference is today, and we should go over the questions before we go in there, so you're prepared. But there's one very sticky question in particular. that I think we have to look at, and that is the press are going to want to know why, in the middle of the Super Bowl halftime celebrations, you murdered an entire family in cold blood.
You are so right. I do have to address that. Take this down. There are evil cat people invading my pants tonight, and the paperclip people will soon be coming. I must prepare.
Okay, well, I just think using the word paperclip, I think you're going to alienate a lot of other people who make office supplies, and they're the people who got you into office, really.
That's a good point. Say the word barf.
You're a genius, sir.
And so I was just like wondering if I could come and see you a bit more often.
Just remind me, Jimmy James, how often am I seeing you at present? Is it 2 or 3 times?
3 times a day, yes.
Yes, and you'd like to increase it to?
Well, I was thinking every other hour for the rest of my life.
Oh, yes, I think that should be fine. Now, Jimmy James, tell me, since we last met this morning, have you developed an eating disorder at all? Or perhaps found out a loved one's become addicted to prescribed drugs?
No, it's just I'm feeling a bit premillennial.
Oh, yes.
And I'm still, you know, feeling, you know, the loss of, you know, the princess.
I know you are, Jimmy James, I know you are, but you've got to move on now. As Auntie Elton says, you've got to move on.
But it should have been me. It should have been me in that car with Dodie. It should have been me what married Prince Charles and threw myself down the stairs and been interviewed on Panorama. I should have lived my life like a candle in the wind, never knowing who to cling to when the rain set in.
No, no, no. That's your goodbye Norma Jean, not your goodbye England's Rose. Your goodbye England's Rose didn't have a problem with clinging, come hail, rain or sunshine.
I went up to this shop, and on the door it said beware. Now I obviously thought that this meant beware as in of the dog, as you would do. But I'd got it completely wrong, because it didn't say beware at all. It said beware. And what it was this shop sold little yellow and black striped jumpers, about that size.
You know what your trouble is, Jimmy James?
No, what?
You need to love yourself more.
Love myself? What do you mean, love myself? I do love myself. I love myself raw sometimes.
I don't mean that sort of loving yourself, Jimmy James. No, I mean the type of loving yourself where you stand in front of a mirror 3 times a day and say, I love you, with your hand over your throat like this.
I ain't doing that.
All the top stars do it.
Who?
Michael Hutchins.
Michael Hutchins?
Yes, yes, it's all in here. If Michael Hutchins, where is it now? Yes, if Michael Hutchins didn't stand in front of a mirror 3 times a day and say, I love you, or in his case, I love you, Cobber, oh, he'd be in a terrible state. He'd be on drugs and all sorts.
But Michael Hutchins is dead.
Is he? Oh, yes, I hadn't gotten to that bit.
To be honest, I only started using the lamp because I wanted a different nickname. Blowjob Flo was really getting on my tits.
Soz I'm late. I've just spent 2 hours standing in the bog at Littlewoods trying to say into the mirror, but I couldn't do it, and then finally I cracked it. I realised the trick is, it's just like every other time I've had to say I love you to someone. You don't have to mean it, you just have to say it.
That's right, Jimmy James. Well done. So tell me, how are you feeling since you've incorporated this exercise into your daily mental, spiritual, physical and emotional workout regime?
Oh, Mrs, I have been in such a good place. psychically. Such a good place. It's called Denial. And it's a really good place where Princess Diana and Michael Hutchins are still alive. Judas Priest never split up. And Cagney and Lacey is still on the telly every Saturday night after the news. I mean, you know, don't get me wrong, I still hate my life, I still hate myself. But it's okay because I'm in denial.
Lovely.
These flowers, they look like sphincters. And smell of you.
This
Dream your visions. Listen to your ears.
Visions, dreams, knowledge, noise, wisdom, myth, egg, traditions.
And that is how Shamanin became a grain of rice, and his ribs became the ox. We've been holding these techno storytelling sessions for about 4 years now. What we do is we take people from their normal, conventional environments, uproot them from their conventional 20th century notions of linear narrative and urban rationalism, and we cocoon them in a sort of mist of stories and like a papoose of ideas. The story of Karapote the monkey, told by Maharami the Dreamweaver. After Karapote the monkey had visited Damush, the woman whose legs made barley, he became very tired, and he sat down to rest by a stream. As he sat there, Mamoti, the divine bird, appeared, bearing the gift of a marvelous shirt woven from shining corn. Why, this is the finest shirt I have ever seen, said Karapote, and he put it on and instantly fell asleep. When he awoke, he found both his arms had disappeared, and in their place were 2 magnificent rubies. Who cares that I have no arms? For now I am the richest monkey in the world. And he set off for the village to buy chairs from Gogomi the carpenter. On the way to the village, Karapote met Mahishi, the wise bush. Why have you no arms, Karapote? Said Mahishi. Who cares that I have no arms? For I am the richest monkey in the world. And at these words, Mahishi became angry. So angry that he started to spit out roots and twigs at Karapote until Karapote's legs ran off into the forest like 2 leopards. Now I have no legs as well as no arms. Never mind that you have no legs. You are so foolish they would have left you anyway. And Karapote became sad. So sad that he turned into a pebble and lived the rest of his life in a bucket.
They make your tights really smell, doesn't it? Good evening. Peter Ustinov.
It wasn't so long ago that I couldn't be in a room, in the same room, with something like that. Don't you laugh at me! Don't you laugh at me! This is serious. Yes. I've changed my life. I'm calm. I'm collective. See that little slag there? Do you remember at school when someone used to stand in the playground? That little kid, the little tight kid, the horrible kid who kept grassing everyone up. The horrible kid who coughed and put a crisp in his mouth at the same time because he was so tight, didn't want to offer him round. That's that slag there. That's that bald slag there. Remember him?
Okay, well,
yeah, no, it's not okay. He's probably that much too short to get in the old bill, so he becomes a prison warden. Yeah. Look at him. Are you laughing or is that wind?
The pollen count. That's a very tedious job for somebody.
Mr. President, I just wanted to go over something with you. I've written a speech for you, and you've made a few little changes in it, and I just wanted to go over it and make sure you're happy with them.
Wait on me.
You changed the paragraph, the people of the inner city must be given back their pride of place and heritage in America, and you replaced that with Ooey, 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 mip, 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 mippy, mip, mippy, mippy.
You were on the ball today. It's one too many mippy, isn't it?
I think it is, sir.
Yeah, scratch that.
I'm so lucky. I'm at that stage where the drugs have started to pay for themselves.
I've got a group of magistrates coming over from Washington to stay, and Rob's going to help me host a dinner party for them.
And afterwards I thought we might, you know, hang around the bus station.
Yes, and then you'll be able to get some more of that stuff. What's it called?
Glue?
That's it.
We've all heard of arachnophobia, but something far more scary is anarachnophobia. At least you can flush a spider down the toilet.
You know, Jimmy and I have an awful lot in common. When I stood on the dark side of the moon, I looked deep into space and realized just how insignificant I was.
And the same thing happened to me in Regent's Park, when I had 5 bottles of Cyprus sherry.
Of course, the other big similarity between me and Jim is that astronauts in space also urinate in their own clothes.
I went up to a pigeon the other day, and I said, yourself.
I think it's high time that we Anglicans started welcoming Satanists into our churches.
Yes, so we can mock your ceremonies and summon up the devil.
Just one step at a time, Alistair. Perhaps we could start by just summoning up Pan.
Well, that's the end of the competition. As always, the dancing's been of a very high standard, but the judges have chosen a winner, and tonight's trophy goes to Mike and Julie Turner.
They always win.
And, you know, just sometimes it doesn't quite feel as if it's gone all the way in. Good evening. Jill Dando?
Shona? Shona, I can't see anything out of this telescope.
That's because it's not a telescope, you poopy nin.
Well, what is it then?
Well, I don't know, but it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really smooth and long.
Yeah, it's very long.
Are you as horny as I am?
I don't know. How horny are you?
I'm so horny. I'm starting to talk to Germans now.
Ooh. Well, I'm so horny at our dinner last night, the roast beef. I formed all of my mashed potatoes into the shape of male genitalia and watched them slowly melt.
Ooh. Now, remember at 7 o'clock last night when I snuck off?
Yeah?
I climbed on top of the church steeple. I was that bad.
Oh, I understand. I understand. You know, I rented a small pony and just rode it like someone's angry mother.
That's horny.
That's pretty horny.
You know the knothole under the dishwasher?
I wondered what all that liquid was.
Yes, it's all there.
I am disgusted with you. Can't you behave yourself at all?
Well, what about you and the zucchinis?
That's enough. Let's just get out of here.
Okay.
I'm sick of this.
Let's go to the Earthworm Festival.
Yeah, it's on... Oh, look, there's a guy naked.
Have you guessed who I am? Hmm? I'm Jesus from behind.
A lot of people are starting to call me a guru, but I'll chin them because I don't like that flash talk. There are 5 steps to bullerhood, known as bullerism. 1, double spiteful. 2, naughty. free, leave it. Leave it meaning there's no need to hurt someone. You don't need to give someone a Mars bar anymore across the face when you're in a boozer. If you think they're coming on you, stab them up the arse. No one can see it. Keep it below the waist. Who's going to know? Who are you hurting?
You said there was 5 stages. That was only 3. What about the other 2?
You don't need to know the other 2 are.
Yeah,
You don't need to make yourself busy, all right? Take note of how I've changed. Everything inside was bottled up, and don't hide behind him because he's a big lump, because you can have it any way you like. I can talk about my sexuality. I recognise your face for a start. I'm not saying I'm gay, but what I am saying is sometimes I have to unload.
Well, on the Sunday, I had planned to make the secret to health, wealth and everlasting beauty. But I've been at it all week. I just slept straight through.
It wasn't so long ago that I could have been in the same room with this man. And now today I'm looking at him and I'm thinking, he may be the best I'm going to get. And I ask you now, in front of everyone, I say to you, would you like to be my puppy?
No, thank you, no.
Would you like to be my puppy? Would you like to be Buller's puppy?
Yes, please.
Thank you very much. I've got to go now. Think about what I said.
Everyone goes on about what a bad influence telly is. But if it wasn't for Crime Watch, I'd never have got my bronze fox back.
Okay, gentlemen, well, that's the seminar over. Join me in thanking our guest lecturer, Buller, for a tremendous talk on sublimating aggression. Thank you. Round of applause, please. Please return to your cells, thank you.
I went up to a cattle auction the other day, and I said, yourself.
Good night, sleep tight, and remember, tomorrow will be even less real than today. Exciting, isn't it?
Have you laughed till you cried, so that tears ran down your cheeks?